How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. It's nice to meet you. So this is our very first meeting. Um, my name's Callie. We're gonna be working together. If things go well in the first session, you can decide if you want to continue. But today we'll just go over some expectations as far as like our confidentiality and all of that, and then you can just tell me a little bit about why you're here and what you want to get out of therapy.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
that makes sense.
Okay. So, the one thing that we always have to mention in first sessions is that, all of our meetings and everything that we talk about, for the most part, is confidential, with the exception of any sort of safety issue. If you say that you're going to kill yourself, you say you're going to kill another person, if there's child abuse happening or things of that nature, we may have to get someone else involved. Um,
Okay.
But other than that, everything is really confidential.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that.
Of course, does that make sense? Do you have any questions about that?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. So yeah, I think that I'll just kind of open it up to you and let you tell me what brings you in.
I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety.
Hmm.
I just kind of feel like I'm stuck. I'm a single mom, so things are just always busy, 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 running around, focusing, on my son and
Hmm.
um I feel like I've kind of I don't know. I've been taking care of him for so long. I'm not taking care of myself. I'm feeling kind of down on myself as a mom because I feel like it's never good enough. Um, I have a good relationship with my mom and she helps me out a lot, but she she gets if I don't do what she wants me to do, then
Hmm.
things aren't good. She's,
Hmm.
she'll be angry and ignore me or whatever. So that's caused a lot of anxiety and a little bit of depression. And I'm feeling really like down on myself, which has caused me to start like smoking weed a lot more too. Um, I
Okay.
didn't used to do that a lot. Usually it's
Hmm.
just like weekends or some nights, but now I do like every day as soon as I get home just to be
Hmm.
able to function, I feel like.
Okay. So it sounds like you have a lot going on, and there's a few different things and a few different areas that you might be struggling with. I think what you had mentioned first was how you're kind of having a hard time with being a single mother and the pressure that comes along with that. And from what I'm hearing you say is that that's increasing your stress and also in creating a lot of anxiety for you.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, you have to deal with your own mom,
hmm
um, who, from what I'm hearing, you have maybe a little bit of a difficult relationship with.
it's good when it's good, and then
Hmm.
it's really bad when it's bad. And it's like
Okay.
to keep it good, I have to make sure I'm following like her rules and like what she says is like, because I'll
Hmm.
go to her for advice. She's, my mom, and
Right.
if the advice she gives me, I'm like, maybe not, and
Right.
that will upset her.
Do you and your mom live together?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Who do you live with?
It's just me and my son.
Okay. How old is he?
He's 11.
Okay. Wow. So you've got a lot on your plate, and it seems from what you said a few minutes back was how you are kind of upping the amount of times that you're smoking weed. And would you say that that's in relation to the stress? What do you think is motivating that?
Thanks. Anxiety, just it's nice to
Mhm.
it's nice to just slow down my thoughts. Like it feels like I can breathe.
Yeah, yeah. Because you deal with a lot, and it sounds like you really need a place to breathe,
Hmm.
and you need um a little bit of a break. Would you say that that's true?
It would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be nice. His dad's not very like involved, so
Mm-hmm.
it's just been us for 11 years.
Okay. So you live together with your son, and your mom is
Mhm.
somewhere nearby, or
Yeah, she lives in the same town.
okay. So you see her more than just like phone calls and that type of thing.
Yeah, I usually see her a few times a week. We'll do dinner. Or if I need to like run some errands, she'll watch my son for a little bit.
Okay. So there's ups and downs there with your mom, right?
Yeah.
And
She
you
helps
mentioned,
me. Oh,
mm-hmm.
sorry. She
No, go
helps
ahead.
me. She helps me a lot when things are good. But then
Mm-hmm.
like if, we're fighting, then that help goes away.
Right.
Conditions. It's like there's conditions.
Yeah. Sounds like you're dealing with a lot of inconsistency in that relationship, and it doesn't
Yeah.
seem to be helping your stress overall.
Yeah. That does cause like a lot of anxiety, like which version am I gonna get?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a very difficult place to be for sure.
Mhm.
So when you come to therapy, what do you think you would like to get out of it overall?
I think that I want to learn how to deal with my anxiety in a
Hmm.
healthier way and
Okay.
maybe learn how to communicate with my mom more
Okay.
effectively. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that would help my anxiety too.
Hmm. Yeah, it sounds like you give me the impression that you're very self-aware and you seem to know what you need at this moment or what could be helpful.
Yeah.
And it appears maybe that's one of your strengths that we can kind of lean on as we work together.
Yeah. And this is hard because I'm not used to like asking for help.
Yeah.
So this is a big step. It's taken a lot to
Yeah.
come here.
Yeah, 100%. It's not a comfortable position to reach out to somebody and ask for help with anything, especially like your own personal struggles
Mhm.
and emotions and things like that.
Yeah.
But you took the first step, and that can often be one of the hardest things. So, yeah, so I think that for right now, we can plan to communicate and set up a time to meet again. Is there anything else that you want to talk about before we finish our session?
I don't think so. That's really what brought me here.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So we'll plan that, you know, we'll meet again in about a week or so and we can get more into everything that you've got going on because it sounds like you're dealing with a lot and maybe look at what kind of goals and coping skills that we would need to work on and make a focus going forward.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
All right. Well, I will give you a call in a couple days to discuss our schedule.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Bye. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.